Waimak, but did Jack Allett. He's got a few staples there, just keeping his suede together. All in one piece with the headgear. Oh, spins out, looks for some space, goes to ground, but nothing seen there. Cotter trying to get a piece of it, and Bell interjects. Can't get round. Ichimura. Pass it into Cotter, back into Hall. Out wide it comes to Hale. In onto his left, back to Hall, who strikes it. Decent enough strike, but well taken by Jesse Jones in the Waimak goal. Well up into Stern, brings it down, puts it back into Allett's feet. Out they go to Bell. Wasting no time to go back to here Reid to change the point of attack. Bristol. Go back to here Reid, really trying to invite Waimak forward, keeping a good shape so far. The group green spins out into Stern, immediately challenged back into Allett. Shuffles it across to here Reid, who gets it forward. And working hard and has got on the ball, finds Hall. Tries to launch through, tries to fight Ichimura, and he's got it to him. Leading goal scorer in the Southern League at the moment. Drives in, gets it on his left, cracks it in towards the far post, but it goes ever so close to tucking itself in the inside the outright. That will be a point of attack I think we'll see used quite regularly tonight. High Coastal Spirit. Cotter puts some pressure on Keys. Ball's to Stern. Clip forward into the forward run of Western Bell. Back to Ichimura. Stern drives into the space into Bell, but he's backing away. Ichimura's been able to get it. The group green goes trying to surge into the attack. Stern back into Prestel. Well, they spread it, they root. Hale into Angau. Flicked on to Hall and gets it back, drives in. Cross the back, is it? No. The foot in. Decent defending in here from Waimak. Getting bodies behind the ball. Got a little exchange there between Hall and Angau. Hale gets it to Angau, who is onside. Cuts it back into Hale. Tries to go wrap around, but there's enough feet in there to get in the way. Clearance isn't. Couldn't get it past the group green. Stern will get it to Bell. Drives forward and has a wee crack. And croak off the upright. What a strike in there. Western Bell not far away from opening up the scoring tonight. Allett having to get back. Clearance is a better one here from Waimak. So try to work themselves in. Here Reid to Bell. Ichimura. Unable to find Bell again, but Bell doing well to get the ball back. And he'll have the throw. Ichimura to Stern. Spread wide to Hale. Angau's gone wide and gets it. Now on the overlap. Stuck in towards the group green. Not making it there. Bristol. Angau. Smart turn. Drives in. Feeds the ball to Hale. Great defending in there from Mazur. Work in there from Rafew. Couldn't keep it. Angau towards Cotter. Jones comes out well, covers his area. Can Waimak find their way out of here? Russell dispossessed. Stern into Cotter. Can't get it under. No, it's Ichimura in there. Bell to Allett. Both sides keeping a pretty decent shape here, nice and expansive. Another hiccup here for Jack Allett, the pressure's on. Go back to here, Reed. To get rid of under pressure from Rafiu. Just a wee concentration lap there from the central defender. And Waimak turn something in here. Here Reed's come out, he's missed it. There's a whistle in there. Looks like there might have been some contact between keeper, is it Captain Jesse Rafiu. There is. I think it is him down on the ground. It's just. Getting checked here is Captain Jesse Rafu. Oh, how many fingers am I holding up? The classic and the 2 thumbs up by the looks of it from the help. Was a whistle, so I don't think this will be a drop ball, or was it? Maybe just referee Lawson did see the contact in the air and thought, for safety's sake, yep, drop ball. Here, Reed, that's a bell. To Ishimura, back to Allett. Bristol. Hale. The opportunity there for Joshua Vaialu up top. Working hard just to be patient and try to direct Coastal Spirit into danger areas, sort of areas of uncertainty. That's where mistakes can happen. Hale, back to Bristol. Vaialu putting on the correct amount of pressure. Oh, shovels it forward. Cotter will give chase. Looks like a good little leg race here between Cotter and Missouri. Missouri did well to keep that one up, and now Cotter bounced on the ball. Back into Ichimura. Hall. Falls to Stern, gets it out wide. Bell's left foot, and it goes. Well cleared. And Cameron doing well there, but get the head on it. It keeps coming out. It's a bit of the group green. There goes. Folds. Out it wide. Comes Waimak. No luck in there from Jesse Rafu. The Coastal Spirit defence collapsed it well. Good opportunity for Waimak there. Worked well to together as a unit, got forward. The defence doing its job. Here Reed goes out towards Chimura. Well won by McDonald. Allett gives it away. Chimura goes battling for it, wins it back. Allett now into Stern. Stern dispossessed. Waimak back to McDonald. Bell is a right foot this time. Brought down well by Cotter. And once again, forward. Nice and quickly here from the back by Keys. Not read by the strikers, and Coastal resume normal transmission with the ball. Coastal back into Air Reed. This is where the Coastal movement needs to happen. Ball's going to drop. Create the space for the ball to get to Hale. Hale back to Hall. Big foot through it. Where's it going to fall? Well, it's going to be out to Western Bell, but McDonald's done well. Forward it goes. Nice lay back there from Vaialu. Sent forward. Opportunity here, but just taken wide by Rafiu. And Hale managed to get it back. Oh, what an opportunity there for the boys from the Waimak. Just a touch too heavy, taking it round here, Reed. Ball rolled into Cotter. Out it comes to Stern. Back to Hall. Well, actually to nobody, but nice work in there from Hall. No. A foul in there somewhere, seen by Lawson, who was right on the case as Folds was looking to try to get forward. Capitalise on the loose passing here a couple of times, Waimak. All the way back to Mazur. Comes to Paragraphus. Loose pass that Stern can capitalise on into Cotter. Look to keep this, but too strong a pass. Nice work there from Stern. Taking the ball. Trying to get it forward. Cameron. Pounced on by De Groot Green. Muscles his way through. Sees some option to get forward. He drives into the space. Ishimura's one way. De Groot Green just running out of luck there, and space as the defence collapsed in on. Clever bit of work in there from Vaialu. Here comes it forward. He takes a chance from long range, but no real sting in that. Here, Reed, you'll get to hit a better one to get past him. To Bristol, back into here, Reed. There were options and not a great ball forward, but Hall's done well to get it into the Groot Green, who puts it wide into the feet of Western Bell. Stern whips it wide, finds Hale, rolls it into Angar. Nice little turn there. Give himself some space. De Groot Green's there for support. Puts it in, but not accurately. Stern back into De Groot Green. Back into the deep line, Jack Ella. To Bell. Being patient, we'll go back to here, Reed. Good spread between the centre backs. Bristol into Stern. Rolls it into Hall. Goes to Angar. Sees Cotter. Launches it forward. Just misses on the wee touch, but can take it forward. Cuts back. And, right idea there from young Jack Cotter, but just pulled up on the execution as Keys was chasing gallantly. Jones. Bristol trying to get his best, doing his best to get on it. Western Bell gets it to Angar, brings it down, puts it back up. Hall. Stern's able to get it back down to Hall. He'll go fighting for it. Reed's all over him, but Hall out to Bell, cuts back. Hall again, was going to have a shot. But tame enough, didn't really collect it. Easy work for Jones. Ellett going in very hard there. Well spotted there by Lawson. Probably fouls going the way of Waimak at the moment. McDonald. Bristol. No, Ellett's got a piece of it here. Reed's going to come and dominate that situation. Rolls it towards Angar. Into Stern. Cuts inside Cameron. Opens it up to Bell. Ishimura. Roll to Stern. Bell's made a run forward. Go to Ishimura. Stern. Waiting for the run, and there it is by Ishimura. Delightful ball. Finds him on the front line. Jinks in, feeds through. Bell squares it up. Cleared well in the end by Perry Griffiths. Into Stern. Hale's made a run. Ball's got to him. That's too tough on the chest there. Starting to look for that little bit of room in behind the back four now, Coastal Spirit. Well, the crowd in the Steve Sumner stand has got bigger. Plenty of football fans here, braving the cold. There's Mason Stern, switches play through Western Bell. Looks direct, rolls to Ishimura. Stern opens his touch out, gets it to Hale. Opportunity here, waiting for the Shimura. Hale back across into the 6-yard box. Cameron can only just shuffle it on. It's back with Stern. Now Ellett out to Bell. Got to do better with the delivery here, Coastal, if they want to get on the scorecard. Green, back to Bell. Now Ellett. Across to Prestel. Hale's wide, he'll be used. Back into Stern. Cameron watching him closely. Forced to go back. Prestel to here Reed. Stern. Way out to Bell. Expensive play here, using the whole park here. Ella into Stern. Rolled into DeGroot Green. Tries to punch in the ball between the lines to Ishimura. Stern's come forward. Got it back. Hall. Hale's there. Can they get it to him? He can. One touch and hit, is it? He can. Batter away. Boy. Jones straight into Angar, who reacted, but not accurately. Couldn't get the ball goalward. They came onto him quickly. But you just sense there's opportunities coming Coastal. As Ishimura takes a wee shoulder to the back there from McDonald, I think. Be a free kick in the area. It could be dangerous. You see Prestel, Ellett, DeGroot Green, Hull. They'll play a big part in this one. tall timber. Stern on the ball. Now he just needs to get it in there. Drake taking it over the first player. Ichimura. Stern's run by him. Ichimura crosses himself and has gone towards the far post. Jones has got it flapping to, wasn't able to get it under plenty of pressure. Bristol's come back to get possession. A decent contest on Jones as Angau nutmegs, carries on. Wasn't able to move it on and retain position for Coastal Spirit. Rafu turning well, but well defended in the end. Around the halfway mark. Perry Griffiths to Cameron. Cameron, Rafu. With Fiala. And it goes to McDonald. Well won by Western Bell. McDonald doing well there though to win the tackle. And here Reid starts the attacking process once again for Coastal Spirit. It's a patient setup tonight for Coastal. Not a lot of pressure. Waimak more than happy just to see Coastal play around with it in their own half. Ishimura, Bell, Hall, gives it away. Cameron pounces on it. Ball by Valu. Reid with the ball, gets it into Rafu and cracked into the referee by Reid, so no advantage there. So it's back and drop ball for the team in position, which is Waimak. Reid drops it back to McDonald, who puts it forward. Angau wins the first one. To Group Green. Body touch. Hall needs to get it forward. A wee bit too urgent to do so. Stern cuts it out. This is to Group Green. Lost into Ishimura. Laid back in. Stern punching Ishimura through. Will he win the race? Not quite well looked after there by Mazur, who looks to have equal of any speed that Coastal Spirit might possess. Got it back into Hall. Good foot in there too. It's by Keys who broke that attack up, but here comes another one. Stern. We'll restart through Bell. Ishimura. Bell. Ishimura. Good little interchange. Cotta tries to get it wide to Hale, who was waiting patiently on the right hand side. Cameron on the ball now. Gets it for Terra. Cotta. Angau. Flicked wide to Bell by Hall. Hall back into Stern. To Group Green now. Now it's a Hale once again in acres of space. Good touch. Whip towards the back post. Ishimura with a super contact. But accuracy was missing from that occasion. Would have been quite a goal as he employed the right foot and rocketed it well over the bar. Well over the bar, that might be a wee bit harsh. Close enough, I'm sure, to give Jones a wee bit of a worry. Jake Hale has found themselves in acres of space out here on the right hand side, and Coastal can change the point of attack. Now Stern to Hall. Angau. Stern's gone forward. He's going to make it all day to Ishimura. Across it goes, but always Cotter out there, was it? He just only get the ball to the keeper. It was Stern. Was waiting for the pullback. Barry Griffiths. Back into Azure. Cameron with a bit of futsal skill there. Now it comes to Russell. Back inside to Reed. Drifts it through. Opportunity here for Waimak. Can they cut it back? They can. And the shot. Not accurate enough there from Folds. A great little run through from Parry Griffiths. And cut the ball back into the danger zone. Not enough players committed to the attack there for Waimak United. With the switch to Ella. She wants it. Gives it back to Ella. Here Reed. Stern comes on, just trying to pull create some holes on the inside. From Bristol to Stern, steps forward, looks for options, is plenty in front of him, finds Hall. To Group Green, out of his feet and across to Ella. Goes to Bell, Ella gets it back. Finds to Group Green with some pressure on him and too much in the end. Captain Jesse Rafu. Stern's been able to take maybe where the Group Green fell rather than where he was fouled, but we're more than happy with that. Bell's over it as well. Stern's going to clip it up and over. Hang out, flicks it into the Group Green, who's somehow overridden that one. Bell with the ball. They want it back in, and it goes. Hull will let it roll. Angau got it and gets himself into an offside position. Turn to build up. Enjoy the ball for a bit. Cameron. Just losing the ball to Stern into Hall. There's a space there. But straight back, those red shirts. Straight back into shape. Putting themselves between the ball and the goal. Nice work in there from the whole unit. Stern gets it to Ishimura. Drives forward, cuts back, and it's with the keeper. No problem there from Jones. Coastal just dropping back now, allowing Waimak to have the ball. Reed. He seems to have dropped back into a more of a defensive position. Back, they'll go to Jones. Reed across to Keys. A standoff here, which is interesting to see as Angau will step up on Parry Griffiths. But back he goes. Across the back, good to see from Waimak now, just enjoying the position. Forward they go. Well up by Allett, gets it to Bell. Back to, in return from the group green. They work it back across. Both sides showing some good patience here as the half-hour mark comes up. Bristol. Allett to Bell. Stern. Draws and passes. Ishimura. We give away, it's got it back. Just unable to keep it here. Waimak. To group green. Out to Hale. 1-2 with Angau. He's in the space to drive it across. Well back, Angau. Straight into Ishimura's back. Bit of a failed clearance and Stearns end up with it. Cuts it back into Cotter, who gets it to Bell. Across the back. Hall tries to get it goalward but just got too much of it and sends it wide. Well, a patient crowd here. Watching some patient play. There's chances starting to come. There's Jones, goes across to Mazur. To Keys. Mazur. To Perry Griffiths. Nearly like Coastal have gone into a 4-4-2 system here without the ball. And yeah, putting pressure on Perry Griffiths. Cameron able to provide a way out of the pressure. Mazur. Back to Keys. Jones having to use his left foot and he didn't like it. Angau trying to put pressure on. Got a bit loose here for Waimak. And there it is off to group green. Cotter flicks it up to group green. Keeping the ball well under some pressure. Gets it back to Stern. A wee reset here for Coastal Spirit. Prestel out to Angau. Stern gets it into the group green. Nice little interchange with Hale, but just got him behind him and he wasn't able to take it with him. Won it back well. Stern into Angau. Hale all the way back to Prestel. Allett to Hall to Prestel. Stern now. Angau rolls it forward. Hale's charged in at the attempted clearance. Angau, some fleet footwork there, but just lets him down at the last hurdle. One by the group green. Nice work from Reed. Raffield brings it down. Shouts for handball, but play on, says Lawson. Bell. We'll go back to Allett. Hall can turn. Here's his Prestel. Drops back again, Joe Hall. Clips it wide. Stern will have to go and fetch that one. To Hale. Bristol. Across to Ella. Just moving this Waimak group from one side of the park to the other here, Coastal. Stern. Wide to Hale. Bristol to Stern. Touch forward, drives in, gets it to Hull between the lines. Out it goes towards Ishimura. Cuts in on his right foot. Right to his right, kicks it over the fence. Well, once Ricky Ishimura finds his range, you can sense that Waimak goal might be in danger. But we'll have to wait a bit longer. Does so well on the ball to find himself that space to shoot. Now just needs to find the target. Brought down well and turned. Expansive play in there from Jesse Rafu. Opportunity here, but Bristol's in the right place at the right time. Gets it forward to Bell. Into Stern. Clever work, and it's agent would be a foul. Yes, Lawson picking that one. Good bit of intensity shift the gear there for Waimak. Sensed the opportunity. Couldn't turn it into anything. Bristol into Hall. Chips forward for Hale. Decent touch and back across it goes. And it's Ishimura who's flashes it back across the... And there was a real good opportunity there for an own goal. Turned down by Mazur. Caleb Mazur was waiting for that ball patiently to get across the goal. Fortunately for him, it made it before the pressure came. But Ishimura once again, another opportunity coming his way. Not sure if a man of his stature would have scored too many headers at the far post. Mazur to Reed. Forward it goes, but Ellett's got a foot in. Cotter brings it down. Jack Cotter into Stern. Gets round one. Oh, well back. And won by Barry Griffith. Just when Stern thought he'd given himself some space. Bristol. Back to here, Reed. Now it goes to Bell. Hall. Forward for Ishimura. Overlapping run from Bell, back across, nearly gets it to Stern, but Cameron's able to step into it and win it. And out comes Parry Griffiths. Can only get it as far as Noah Bristol. Allett to Group Green. Five minutes left in this half. No score. Threaded through. Weston Bell enters the area. Cuts back once, cuts back twice. Scoops it in towards Angar, but well cleared by the Waimak defence. Stern back into Allett. The tackle has got it forward, and we wait for the referee's flag to go up. And there it is. Well out from the Waimak defence. Wasted no time getting forward and catching the retreating forward players for Coastal. Launched forward. Well won by Rafu. Cotter putting pressure on. But well done in there. in the end from Waimak. Alec doing well there just to get it back to here, Reid, and back to safety. He's able to just inject a bit of patience into the game, a bit of calmness. Hale to here, Reid. Switched out through Alec. Bell into Stern. Stern gets it to Group Green. Out to Hale. She's this time. Angau. Chops inside one. Drives inside. There's a couple of runners. And that's it. Chimora again. Surely won the corner for the first. No. Another goal kick. No corners so far in this fixture. A decent effort in there. There's a nicely worked ball through by Angau. Ishimura made the run. And it must have rebounded off the keeper back into him. Probably didn't get the contact he wanted. The crowd remains unmoved. No goals. Jesse Rafu sends it wide, gets forward. Searching ball through. This could be dangerous time, and here Reid is, I'm sure they're both okay. There's a decent bit of contact, and is everybody okay? Looked pretty light on it. See players out. Part of the contest, really. There's a decent ball into a decent area there from David Perigriffis. But a wee bit of uncertainty. Cotter heads it inside to the Group Green. Flicks it on. Just about got it through to Angau. Goes crashing into and winning the ball. Back to Hall. Via Ishimura, who receives it back. Re-scoop forward. Well defended in the end there from Keys. Don't get it as far as Bell. Stern will go back to Alec, will he? No. Or maybe he should have, because it couldn't get it out to Bell. Alec out to Prestel. Hale. Once again, an acres of space. Angau wanted it, didn't get it. The Group Green has it. Now it's into Angau. To Group Green, flying forward. Who's offside? Well, there could have been a couple there as the ball ends up in the net, but a good high line from Waimak United. Good discipline. So you see a bit of smoke. Sure it is, the fires are being lit in and around St Albans now. Stoked up the fire to get some warmth into their house. It is pretty chilly out here. 45 minutes used. Just into additional time now as Rafu gets a wee touch on it. Alec thought he might have lost sight of that one, but he got in there well. As here Reid sends it back to here Reid, who clears it forward. David Griffiths can't be found there by Mazur. Hale with the throw into Hall, flicks it on, gets it to Angau. Can't keep it. Hall's got it now, gets by one. There's a run forward, Hale. A wee touch in there and it's gone out for the coastal throw. This could be a long range, no. Hale's got a good throw on him, or the cross now. Can he get it in there? It's fallen and cleared well. The Group Green gets it back to Prestel, who can turn, get it back to the Group Green, puts the body into the right places and keeps the ball well. Stern wants it and gets it. Out it goes to Bell. Well, it should have been just Just a wee bit inaccurate there, Mason Stern. As is the Waimak clearance. The group green has it. Can they find something for before half-time, Coastal Spirit? Plenty of action with the ball as Angau goes back to Bell, who's coming inside. And Angau sends it out. Didn't quite read the run of Hale. And no luck for either side in this first 45 minutes of this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final at English Park. Waimak 0, Coastal 0. There's been a few little highlights there, but nothing really to write home about. Both coaches will be wanting more out of their team, I'm sure, when it comes to the second half. So make sure you tune in and catch the second half in 15 minutes. Welcome back to English Park for the second half of this Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup quarter-final between Waimak United and Coastal Spirit. But it remains 0-0. And there has been a wee change here. I can see that Jack Ellett has left the park. I'm trying to figure out who he's been changed for. It looks like maybe Jake Hale has moved into the centre back area. Not sure quite yet who has replaced him. So maybe Anger has dropped back as Hale goes in, and it's fed wide there by Valu. Forward come Waimak. Stern can't find his way past. Nice little interjection there from Angau. Shuffled forward. Cotter tries to put pressure on, but clever work in the game from Mazine, who's been tidy on the ball. But here, this one's not. As Bell goes driving into the area. Can he get it across? It's well blocked. And blocked the clearance again by Hull, but it was necessary work in there by Keys. I think maybe George Crotton has gone on into the right-sided midfielding attacking player. And Angau, who I understand is a defender, although I've only seen him play. This might be his second game for the Coastal Spirit first team. He played on Friday night against Fairmead Bays and did well in that attacking position. Ishimura back into Stern, who drives forward, gets on his left foot, has a crack, but it's not sure where that was destined, but it was a great cover defence in there by Keys once again, who's been busy straight away. And Stern will want to get this one into the danger zone. Coastal, two players back. It's in, it's cleared. Going to fall nicely, but patient. Stern onto his right foot. Will clip this one in towards the far post. Hull's left it. Hoping for De Groot Green to be able to sneak around the back to bring it down, but the ball ends up moving straight past both of them. Jones sending his defenders forward, indicating the ball will be sent into that congested area of the park. Up in one well by De Groot Green. Out it comes to Bell into Ishimura. Fine touch, back to Hull, cracks it. Is it held? And it's in. Well, offside. It's like Ishimura. Somehow offside. Oh, that one. Oh, I have to watch the replay on that one to agree with it, but can't quite see how Ishimura could have been offside when Joe Hall hit that one. That's why I'm up here and not out there. There's De Groot Green. Feeds it into Cotter. Goes battling for it, does Cotter. Flicks it through. De Groot Green didn't read it. Well, Jack Cotter, player very similar to his, what I assume is his older brother Liam, as Hull gets the ball, feeds it through to Ishimura this time, and once again makes his run slightly too early. And Jones had done the job. This very flat, high defence used by Waimak today. It's catching the precision of the Coastal Spirit ball. Jones. De Groot Green gets a foot in. It's with Stern. Drops it back into Hale. Out to Angar. Hale. Across to Prestel. Well, I'm not sure. Jack Allett, he's, as we said, picked up an injury. As Stern gets it into Ishimura. Clipped inside to Hull. Tries to get it outside Hull. Ishimura gets to the ball first, can he? Well kept in the end by Jesse Jones. Came out and smothered any danger. So Jack Allett got hurt in the previous fixture between these two sides in the Chatham Cup game. Collected himself a few staples in the head to I'm not sure if he actually ended up getting a note from his mum and dad to be able to play, but he did last Friday, survived that. Could only get through half a game today, so let's hope Jack Allett isn't injured any further. To Groot Green. Bowles taken off. Receives it. Goes back to Stern. He'll open up. Looks for Angar. No, he'll go all the way across to Crotton. Angar to Stern. Away out to Bell. Looking a bit quicker than flatter than that, I'm sure, but the Groot Green's taken off. Stern's underneath. Cross to Angar. Drag back. That's Crotton who finds himself in space now. Good shape in here from Waimak. Moving across as a unit very well. Angar into Stern. Stern into Hull. Able to turn. Gets it out to Bell. On his left foot. Drives it across. Beats everybody. Crotton might get there, he has. Into Hall. Just getting caught under his feet here. Stern with the left foot. And well wide. Could insert a wee joke in here about his father's abilities on his left foot, and you can definitely see he's inherited that. Jones. Waimak trying to bustle their way forward, and they do so. Cameron. Only get it forward, but it's through to here Reid. It looks like there's a change out there for Waimak also. Number 10, Camille Amohed, up front there with the ponytail. It's like being Cameron has now got the captain's armband on, so one must assume that Jesse Rafu has come off as Angar drives forward, tries to pull it back but fails to do so. Well, Captain Jesse Rafu, I can only maybe did take a knock early in the first half, as he, well, on a couple of occasions actually, didn't he? Collided with the keeper on 2 occasions, and maybe just got the better of him as he went to come back out. I'm sure the problem-solving muscle has been flexed out there for Coastal Spirit. Friday night they failed to come up with an answer to get past Fairmead Bays. There's Bell. Runs out of room. He's under a decent bit of pressure there from Folds. There's number 27, Jackson Wright. who's out there also in that right back position. Maybe came on for Lucas McDonald. As Coastal get the ball out to Crotton. Just leaving it behind, but twists and turns and balls it back. Too close to Jones. Well kept. Cameron receives it back. Gets it out of his feet well. Good little contest out there between Vaialu, who can't quite understand why he hasn't won the throw. Yangow has not taken it from the right spot, according to referee Tom Lawson. Now he's in the right place. Can't find anyone to throw it to. Gets it to Stern. He's immediately under pressure, but back they come across to here Reid. Bell. To Shimura. Rolls it back into Stern. To Group Green. Under pressure by Al Mohib. Hale into Angia. Who's going to construct something here? Who's going to change this game? Bristol. Into Bell. Into Hull. Bell. Back to Bristol. Here Reid. It goes to Ishimura. Immediately under pressure. Dances inside one. Dances inside two. Get it across, Willie. Go all the way across. Finds Crotton. Angow's going to go forward down the line, as does Crotton. Stern. Goes back to find space. Inside to Bristol. Bit heavy with the touch, though. Forward it goes. Nicely brought down there by Mazur. Unable to string the thing forward on this occasion. Oh, just under too much pressure. Cameron. Canterbury United Dragon futsal player. Stern. Rides right through that one, but leant on and foul given. Across to Hull. Going to construct something here, Coastal Spirit. Bell, who had a crack in the first half and rattled the crossbar. Nishimura, so had plenty of chances. Bell feeds it inside to Group Green. To come back, find some space. Angers wants it, gets it. No room. This compact defensive unit is working well. The whistle gone again. Will they set something up? Bristol's gone forward. They've played it quickly. Stern will get it in. It's cleared well. Bristol feeds it out to Hull. Bell into Ishimura. Forward for Hull, who's got offside and the ball's in the back of the net again, but the whistle and the flag had combined. We are going to see a change. Be Waimak. Isaac Russell going to the bench. shifted some things around here, Waimak. Just a wee throw of the dice from Coach Jay Lee. See if we can spot the number. No fourth official helping me out tonight. Looks like it might. It's either number 28, Ethan Morris. Ball's back with Coastal. Morris going to battle with Angia. Good pressure. Cameron feeds it forward, but just a loose enough, touch enough to get to Group Green back into play. Stern. Rolls it to Angia. Oh, a light pass there, and it's picked off. Nicely done by Hale. Jake Hale just coolly and calmly to the rescue there. Cotter going into battle. Still getting a wee bit messy in it. We will settle down. It settles down now with Joe Hall. Western Bell under pressure. Can't find the target, and away comes Keys. Prestel. Good little close battle in there with the newly introduced Ethan Morris. He's putting himself about like he's got fresh legs. Crotton. Can't find Stern. Morris once again grabs a ship. Is it going to be play on? It is. Nice work from Lawson. Clever little, just about a clever little interchange from Hull and Stern. Cotter will go wide to Crotton. Hull once again just leaves it behind. I have to imagine these. I'm sure that Coastal Spirit. There he is. Hull cut back on his left. Back onto his right, looking for options, but can't find the space to get a shot off it. Angar will get it back, gets it to Crotton. Angar. Stern wants it, gets it, clips it wide to Bell. Got time for a good touch, addresses it. We'll go back into the Group Green to Stern. Fred forward, but gets it back. Sent to ground. Play on, says Lawson. Bell back to the Group Green. Stern caught unawares there by Al Haib. Nice work in there from Al Mahib. Cameron. To Barry Griffiths. Prestel to the rescue. Gets it forward, but it's in back with Reid. Ishimura tries to battle for it, but Reid works hard and retains position. Stern working hard in there. Just got a nice little touch in there to get it to Group Green. Bell, once again, turning back, finds Prestel. Goes towards Hull. Big midfield bomb. This could be dangerous. Nice work from Caleb the Group Green. Bell to the Group Green again. Trying to get on the ball a bit more. Steers it wide into Crotton. Angar will make a underlapping run. And surely, no, not seen by, or waved on from Lawson, who is right on the spot. Stern gets a foot in and brings any aspiring attack to an end. Nice work in there again from Cotter. Spills it up. Stern able to get it. Cotter gets it back. Can he link up? He does so with Hull. Hull tries to find it through to Ishimura, but there's absolutely no spaces in that defensive line. Angar gets the ball into Cotter. Hull able to turn. Finds its way out to Cotter. Driven behind the goal. Well, something needs to change here for Coastal. What can they find in their bag of tricks? These quarterfinals go straight to penalties. I'm sure it's going to be part of the plan for Waimak. Of course, a Canterbury New World Premiership side facing a Southern League side. Love the opportunity to be the underdog and create an upset. Stern finds himself into some space now. Gets it out to Ishimura. I think he might have earned himself a corner there. It's a goal kick. No request there. That was well off the side of the boot from Ishimura. Saying that if you get a chance to play a team in the grade above you, can really bring a side together to work hard, get a reward. It could be just to be able to get through to penalties. Or you want to keep them scoreless, which Waimak have been successful thus far. Stern up and wins it to Group Green. That's a Bell. Back into the Group Green. Out wide it goes to Angar. Chops inside. Puts the left foot on it, but straight to Reed. To Group Green, back to Stern. Out to Bell. Can he get it done with that left peg? He can. It's touched forward by Ishimura. There's a wee touch in there, but too heavy. Presto, Al Haib go to contest. Morris trying to continue it on, but a wee bit rushed. Bell waits, finds space with the Group Green, who sends Jack Cotter off into the corner. Picked it. Well, should have been back to Ishimura. Forward goes, folds. Hale cleans it up well. What can they do here? Angar. It's all just a wee bit slow here from Coastal Spirit as Stern gets it across to Hull. Needs to work hard to bring it down. Bell. Ishimura onside. Looking for some space to work in. Little 1-2. Stern flicks it forward, but not tidy enough, and it was all a wee bit easy for Waimak to defend that one. Stern into the Group Green on the turn. Going to have a crack from here. Jones has taken a one touch. Desperate work out there as he cleans up under the pressure from Cotter. Well, that's as close as they've come this half, Coastal Spirit. So trying to work themselves back into pressure here somewhat, Waimak. Jones can't pick it up, he's under pressure, but has done well to get rid of it. To Group Green, into Ishimura. Bell goes flying up, but onto his right foot and up and over. Might have just shaved the top of the crossbar. There was a hand in there. Jones with a wee save. Well, I don't know if it was going to get under the crossbar, but it maybe just would have hit it if Jones had collected it. Looked to be an underweighted ball from Ishimura, but the speed of Western Bell brought him into the contest. Stern now with the corner. Whipped in and over from Hall. I'll check that one off as another opportunity. 2 in quick succession, and it's going to be Waimak with another change. Number 16, Ruben Folds, will go to the sideline. Another player who looks like he's coming on up front. It'll be Ashton Bell, number 29. So the 3 most advanced players. Jay Lee has rotated. Looks like number 2, Joshua Vaialu, has just moved out to the right. Good fresh legs up top, and they're going to try to be used. Angau is caught on it, but Prestel comes to the rescue, drops it out to Crotton, into Stern. Clips it wide towards Ishimura. Hull just watches it go over his head. Ishimura dancing around, gets it to Stern, fed through to wanting a runner as Hull just couldn't keep it in, went to battle out there with Jackson Wright, but man, Stern just with a lunge of desperation there to try to get the ball off Lucas Reed, commits the foul. Into Cameron, Stern. Oh, he's gone round Stern, has been Cameron. Feeds it out wide, but they're forced back. There's a swarming defence, but nice work in here from Vaialu. Oh, nice work from Angau. Desperate work, and takes a hit, but it's waved play on. Crotton. Now, unfortunately, into the Reed there as he's trying to launch back into Stern. Will there be any changes here from Coastal Spirit? I think it's just a wee word, is that? Just, it's, I'm not sure if that was a card or not, or just a very stern telling off. Well, there is a change here for Coastal Spirit, number 22. Well, that's George Crotton. Well, I've been missed identifying the player on the far side now. We'll see if we can figure out who that is. It's Bell, who seems to have gone forward here. Ishimura has moved up top, so I'd say that is Jack Cotter, who has gone to the bench. There's Hall, gets dispossessed, but is back in the fight and drives through and wins it. Taps it through to Ishimura. Goes around 1-2, but good foot in there in the end from David Perry Griffiths. And it might be a card. Indeed it is. The Groot Green, not sure he knew too much about it, but it definitely impeded the player on the go forward. Well, number 23, Finn Ritchie. Sorry, I've been calling you George Crotton all night. Who came on at half time there on the far side. Just been able to spot his number now with half an hour gone in the second half. Angau clips it forward for that man Richie. Ishimura putting Jones under pressure. And he goes for the safety of the sideline. Richie now to take the throw. No support so far. And Mianga to take the throw. Into Richie. Mianga's pass, a bit light. As Hale wins it. The opportunity there for Western, well brought down by Cameron. Now futsal roll over, used twice. Clips the ball through nicely. Angau doing well to slow any progress. Oh, it's some delightful work in here from Ben Cameron. So adept in there as it move forward, but Ishimura is and a fair blow on the whistle here from Lawson. Well outnumbered was Ishimura, but drew the foul. Once again, this Coastal Spirit team just failing to keep the ball. It's out wide to Crotton. Back into Bell, nice little 1-2. Crotton goes for the Megs. Doesn't get it, but it's back into Bell. Nice little interchange. As Bell goes flying forward, cuts it back. And driven out for a corner. Once again, Waimak providing some sturdy defence. Stern with the corner. And it goes into the near post and Hull. Too much on that one. And well wide. The crowd start getting fidgety, start demanding more, and this we opportunity here just about through. What a battle in here from Western Bell. Crotton back to here, Reid, who hasn't touched the ball for a while. And it goes to Angau. Showed a bit of it, but able to get by into Ishimura. Turns off to his right. Tries to get the ball out to Bell, but that ball unsuccessful. Forward it goes here. Brave work in there from Hale. And yes, Camille El Mahib just judged to have been a wee bit late on that contact. Angau into Ritchie. Back to Angau. To Group Green. Straightens up. Back with Stern. Bristol. Steps into the attack. Gets it to Bell. Forward for Hull. Can't get it beyond Keys though. Long range effort. Here's a one-on-one with Hale. Gets there first. Bristol second. Which is just what Coastal Spirit needed. Crotton back into Stern. There's a couple of willing runners other. Good high line defence. Sees those attackers waiting for the ball to be played. But it's the width that Coastal Spirit are going to use through Angau. Now, Ritchie. Where's it going to fall? To Hall. Cracks it, but decent defence once again. And sent wide. Sent wide by Ashton Bell in the end. Well, there's been we throw the dice here. Noah Presto goes to the side. And Alex Meeklem. It's like for like. Will come on. And Ed. So returning from injury here for Alex Meeklem. He's got 10 minutes to inspire some change. Lawson reaches for his card, and someone from the Coastal Spirit bench there has earned a yellow card, probably for some sharing some unflattering opinion. And as we all know, that's not required. So we're back underway. Let football happen. Hull. Al-Haib spins out nicely. Looks forward. Goes back now. It's shuffled forward. Oh, just getting in the way here. This decent run forward is getting a wee bit messy in there as Hale and the recently introduced Alex Meeklem just about provided an opportunity for Waimak to break a few coastal hearts. Stern wins the challenge, but gives up the throw. Right with the throw. Al-Haib with the header. Al-Mohib. Been working hard since he came on. Hasn't seen a lot of it, but he's back involved again. A wee bit of contact in there. Sees him limping away. Hull. Forward goes Bell, brought down well by Cameron. Tries to work his way out through Jackson Wright. Al-Mohib flicks it on. It's in from Morris. Hale, somewhat rushingly, puts it up. It's back down to Group Green. He's immediately under pressure. Rides the challenge well. Feeds it forward through Weston Bell, who finds himself in an acre of space. Where's the support? Drives in. Tries to get it across. Ishimura goes fighting for it, but the Waimak defence sits strong once again. Stern continues the attack. It's in with the Group Green. Rolled in. Nice little interchange. Bell fighting for the opportunity to get a strike on. Can't do it. It's well defended in the end from Mazur, who hasn't done much wrong tonight. Hoofed forward in the end from Vaialu, who's dropped back into the midfield position. It's forward from Angar, but no willing runners. Jones sends it high up into the darkness. Like Crotton didn't quite know where that one had gone off his melon there. Great effort here from Waimak United to stay competitive for this long. Will they have enough? Will they get an opportunity to get something before the final whistle? Stern. Al-Mohib gets it to Cameron. Stern picks his pocket. Looks at the opportunities. Finds Ritchie. This is where things just can't find their way through in this final third. Crotton gets it. Bit of a loose touch, but gets on his left leg. Can't beat the first man. That will go out as an opportunity for a long throw. No, they're not going to use it. Meeklem works his way, gets it out and across to Ritchie. Angau. To Richie. Little fake. May have drawn the corner, he has. Will this be Western Bell territory? And swinging left-footed corner. 5 minutes to go, and it goes. Oh, it bounces round tantalisingly. Stern puts it back out wide to Bell. Whipped in. Meekland goes fighting for it. Ishimura up and winning. Where's it going to fall? Cleared once again from that man, Caleb Mazur. No way through once again. A red brick wall parked across the 18-yard line. The Coastal Spirit keep knocking on the door, can't find a way through. Bell. Richie. Bell. DeGroot Green wants it. Not going to make it to him. Ford. It's Hale there to absorb some pressure by getting it back to here, Reed. Out it comes to Crotton. Touches it forward. Positions the body well. Rides out the challenge in there from Bell. And it, Ishimura pivots. Oh, I can only find it. Bell. Oh, another great save in there from Jones. Two on the bounce. What an outstanding effort from Jesse Jones in the Waimak goal. Ishimura unable to find it, get it past him on the first attempt. Bell will now whip in the corner, couldn't put it in the second. And there's Jesse Jones again with a big punch. DeGroot Green finds a penalty spot, brought down by Ishimura, but illegally. Oh, they keep throwing it forward to Coastal Spirit. We could be destined for penalties here. Al-Mahib. Stopped by Angau. Richie. Into DeGroot Green. Put forward for Richie to. But it's Angau who takes it off. Malzone. It's got to Stern at the top of the area. Cracks it. And what a save again from Jesse Jones, sorry. Stern has a go, well blocked by Keys. Meeklam's going to have to be strong here under the pressure of Morris. Stern. Set to ground, finds the ball out to Hales. Angau. Uses Richie as a bit of a decoy run. Slows things right down. DeGroot Green takes one challenge and keeps on going. There is a whistle. So we're going to see a free kick here. They've taken it quickly. Meeklam's gone forward. Hull. Not quick enough. Here's Ishimura. Well, DeGroot Green overplaying it here, Coastal Spirit. Stern. 44th minute of the second half. DeGroot Green brings it down but finds himself facing the wrong way. As they whirling this one over the line, it hasn't gone. It has gone. I apologise there. Western Bell to put this one in. Could there be, there won't be too many additional minutes, but there have been some substitutions. Another corner. Alex Meeklam challenging well. Surely there needs to be someone at the front post for Coastal. And it goes. Keeper sent flying. It looks like a wee bit of contact there will slow proceedings. So Joe Hall was putting pressure on the ball and desperate work in there from Jesse Jones. He's back up, ready to go. Like an early run in from the physios. Actors run off. And we'll get to restart on the Coastal Spirit throw. 45 minutes is up, but there will be some additional time added. Waimak in position. Forward they go. 3 on 3. Can Waimak find a way through? Crotton able to get it forward. Only into Jackson. Stern gets a touch. Jackson again. Interchange with Keys. The press is going on, but not a full court press in there. There's Western Bell. Takes off across the field. Can he find a way through? No, he can't. Cameron misses out to get on the ball. Stern into DeGroot Green. Out to Hall. Could this be the heartbreaker? Back across. Bell not able to get enough of that one to cause any trouble for Jones, who's been rock solid in goal today. Crotton. Shuffled forward. Here Reed's going to come to the rescue, and calmly so. Takes it off Morris. Right, loose pass in there from Crotton, and Stearns left chasing shadows. Meeklam doesn't get enough of it. Crotton had to fight for it against Morris. And then he's won the throw. There's Ethan Morris. The right end of the park they asked for Waimak fans. Well, stick around. Not sure how many more additional minutes we've got to play, but it's all set up, ready for penalties. Crotton boots it forward. To Group Green, able to get to Ishimura, turned inside to Hall. And somewhat rushed ball there from Joe Hall. Meeklam sent to the ground. And Al Muhib quickly paid to Stern, who's immediately under pressure from Al Muhib again. Angau. Steps forward, brings it back, gets it into Stern. Out it goes. Into Hall. Roll back into Angau. Desperate work and great defence once again. Forward comers, 3 on 2 this time. Forward down the left. Come Waimak. Little one-on-one challenge here. And defensive display from Waimak United. Now they're going to have to step up and get themselves ready for a penalty shootout. Nerves time, nerves time. Oh, we saw it in the Women's A-League final on the weekend. Bit of a different context, but what an effort from the boys from North Canterbury. able to overturn a 3-1 defeat in the Chatham Cup 2 weeks ago. And a wee bit of a blip for Coastal Spirit, losing last Friday. Now they're going to have to find their way through the pressure cooker. That is penalty shootouts to get through to the semi-final of the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup. Referee Lawson will bring the captains together. Ben Cameron and Joe Hall. Let's wait and see who's going to get the advantage here. Well, is there an advantage? So the clock's reset. Always an interesting one. There's no wind out there to talk of. Well, we're going to head to the St Albans school end. So Mason Stern has the ball. As part of the Christchurch United Chatham Cup winning side that won on penalty shootout against Melville United a couple of years ago. I'm not sure if Mason scored on that occasion, but it'll be up to him to take the first one. Newly renovated penalty spots, the newest part of this English park. Both penalty spots get well used by all participants down here. And they have been replaced. Mason Stern versus Jesse Jones. Jones picking the right way, but Stern hitting the side netting and getting the scoring underway. Looks like substitute Ethan Morris will step up to take on Alice here Reid. He's making himself look big. And straight down the middle, no mistake. Now, Caleb de Groot Green. Another ex-Christchurch United player. I'm not sure if he was part of that squad in the Chatham Cup final a couple of years ago, but he's placing the ball exactly where he wants it. Jones versus de Groot Green. Oh, very coolly taken, but equally coolly saved. Not struck well at all by Caleb de Groot Green and picked off by Jesse Jones to give a slight advantage here. Well, it's another substitute to step up for Waimak. Camille Al-Morhib. To be taking this one left-footed. Cracks it in, no mistake, sends Alice Reid the wrong way. The advantages now with Waimak United. we got here? I think this might be, is it Western Bell? It is. The left foot of Western Bell steps up. Cooley tucks it away to make the scores even. Now Lucas Reid. Can he maintain the advantage for Waimak United? Edge of the seat staff, seems to keep it the wrong way, makes it 3. Now Captain Joe Hall on his side, needs him to step up. Everybody just waiting here in the Steve Sumner stand on the edge of their seats. There's Joe Hall. Looks to tie things up. Oh, it's well saved. The heroics from Jesse Jones here tonight. And might just see Waimak United upset their Southern League opposition. Be number 27, Jackson Wright. Another player who's come from the bench to step up and put it away and win the game for Waimak United. 4-2 on penalties over Coastal Spirit. Well, there wouldn't be many people who saw that one coming. What an effort from your man Jesse Jones in goal as he's enveloped by his teammates. Pulled off a couple of spectacular saves during the game and 2 more in a penalty shootout to break Coastal Spirit hearts, who have a big game on Sunday against Christchurch United. It just doesn't get easier for them. Well, Waimak United have gone past SAS and now they've gone past Coastal Spirit to book a place in the Morrison Mitsubishi English Cup semi-final. And on the weekend they will face Selwyn United in the New World Men's Premiership. And what a delightful bit of work in there from the boys from North Canterbury, who held Coastal Spirit scoreless. And I'm not sure many people will go past keeper Jesse Jones for Player of the Day, as we look forward to the next game here in the English Cup. We'll see Hawesville United, another New World Premiership team, take on Christchurch United. We've got Western